Adam Drugsma, batting second. Merowith, that would be Bryce Merowith. Batting third, Hunter Overson. Batting fourth would be Brady Overson. He's also the starting pitcher today. Batting fifth, Johnson. That's Caleb Johnson. Batting sixth, Jutton. Batting seventh, Delyden. Eighth would be Kason Vanderswag. Batting ninth is Madden Vanderswag. Got a couple of brothers on this team. Starting pitching again is Brady Overson. All right, so get to an interview here with the Pequot Lakes head coach. Did a pregame interview. Pequot Lakes taking on the Milaca Wolves today. Coach, what did you do for preparation for today's game?
You know, we just went through a lot of hitting, a lot of situations the other day. You know, we had a good game with Little Falls the other day. Kind of, you know, got a lot of pitchers in that game. You know, working on pitch count, having everybody ready for a doubleheader today.
Excellent. What do you see as a key to getting a couple wins here today?
You know, all season our pitchers have thrown a lot of strikes, so they keep throwing strikes, and we've played good defense, and we've, you know, kept a lot of games real close. That, you know, we get a few hits, and you know, hopefully that will get us a couple of wins.
What are some of the strengths that you're looking to take advantage of today against the Wolves?
You know, hopefully we get some leadoff guys on. You know, maybe we steal a few bases, move things around. You know, defensively, like I say, we just make the routine plays that you're expected to make, and pitchers throw strikes, and we think good things will happen.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Coach. Hopefully we get the full 2 games in today with this weather. Hopefully it cooperates. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next project.
The fabulous Moonlight Bay Family Restaurant in Cross Lake says good luck to the Patriots and Lightning. They thank all the kids, coaches, officials, and parents for their dedication and commitment to high school activities. Moonlight Bay is home of the $7 lunch special every weekday. Yes, only $7. Bring your friends for a great time with Meat Raffle Wednesdays, trivia Friday nights, and great events all year long. Like them on Facebook for more. Moonlight Bay Family Restaurant on the north end of Cross Lake.
For the best pizza in town year-round, head to Joe's Pizza in Pequot Lakes. Feast on fantastic pizza, amazing calzones, pasta salads, and more. Hit up Joe's Pizza to dine in for pickup, takeout, or have it delivered. Open 11 to 8 Monday through Thursday and open until 9 Friday and Saturday. Joe's Pizza on Front Street in Pequot Lakes. 218-568-4770. Joe's Pizza proudly supports coverage of the Patriots and Lightning, and they wish the kids and coaches the best.
Looking for someone to help sell your home in the Lakes area? Look no further than the Pequot Properties Group with RE/MAX Advantage Plus, the #1 RE/MAX team in northern Minnesota. Their office is on County Road 11 in Breezy Point. Contact Mark Pequot today.
The Wild Daisy is your full-service flower shop on Main Street in Pequot Lakes. Flowers and arrangements for any occasion, and delivery available, plus a store full of fun, unique gifts. The Wild Daisy in Pequot Lakes, 568-5454.
Going once, going twice, go!
BigDealAuctions.com, holding monthly online consignment auctions. Big Deal Auctions is top rated for business liquidations and estate sales. BigDealAuctions.com. Whether you have one item or many, we sell it for you.
Burgers, burgers, burgers! Patrick Cedar Chest in Cross Lake. There's plenty of messing around with 13 different styles to sink your teeth into. All handmade half-pound masterpieces. Everyone loves a great burger. Patrick Cedar Chest, 2.5 miles south of Cross Lake on County Road 3.
Aurora Automotive, your close to home choice for automotive repair and maintenance. Our crew is focused on keeping you safe on the road now, while also focusing on the future of auto repair for all vehicles. Aurora Automotive, Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes.
Shrub Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Shrub Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrub Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrub Excavating LLC. Online at shrubexcavating.com.
The tastiest.
Welcome back to yourliveevent.com. We're in Milaca Pequot Lakes Patriots taking on the Milaca Wolves today. The two teams are pretty comparable. Milaca has a 1-3 record. Pequot Lakes 2-2. Those records are actually brought to you today by Stonemark Land Surveying. Contact Stonemark Land Surveying in Pequot Lakes for your property boundary measurement needs. Visit stonemarksurvey.com, where every foot counts. So Pequot looking to get over that 500 mark, and Milaca looking to get one game closer to the 500 mark. The starting lineups were brought to you today by MCL, a Lakes area landscape fixture for over 25 years. Big enough to do the job, small enough to care. MCL, mows, contracting, and landscaping in Breezy Point for all your landscaping needs. We'll have the first pitch coming up here about 4:15. That first pitch will be brought to you by First Western Bank. Time for the First Western first pitch with First Western Bank. We're not just here for you, we are you, with locations in Baxter, Nisswa, and Cross Lake. Today's scoreboard was brought to you by Schaefer's Food. Schaefer's Foods in Nisswa has been family owned and operated since 1914, proudly serving the Lakes area for 4 generations. Schaefer's values old-time, traditional service, including carry-out service to your vehicle. Schaefer's Foods in Nisswa.
And your strikeouts will be brought to you by Pizza Ranch Buffet. Buffet your way in Baxter and Little Falls. And, of course, the inning recaps will be brought to you by Larson Group. Join the many satisfied clients of the Larson Group Real Estate, serving the Brainerd Lakes area from Cross Lake, Minnesota office. Our team is dedicated to the exceptional service and understanding results. Of course, we'll also look for the focus play of the game brought to you by Pequot and Cross Lake Ice Center as the boys are getting ready. Getting their first pitches in, Paul.
Yes,
Great day to play baseball.
Well, absolutely. If we can keep that rain up, somewhere else. I think it's going to the south of us right now, but
it's kind of like the devil. If you don't talk about him being around,
all right. We don't have to talk about that.
Boys are getting ready.
Yes, they are. Got a little bit of wind today, just a light breeze going from left field to right field. Don't see a flag out here to keep an eye on that, but
also JV track and field happening on the football field behind us.
Yes, it is. You might hear a little announcing from over there today.
The TA announcing lady.
Yeah,
she's quite loud. Well, it's a football field, They got the money for the football field speakers.
Did you see the scoreboard over there? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pequot wearing a blue jersey with gray pants, and Milaca in white pants, white tops, pinstripe. Kind of look like the Yankees out there a little bit. This is a 7 AA matchup. Pequot is 1-2 in the conference, and Milaca is 1-3. They have not played any non-conference games. Getting ready for the first pitch here. Brought to you by First Western Bank.
Ethan Quayle.
First pitch is in there for a strike. 1-0 and 1 the count. It's Quayle up to bat facing Brady Overson. Second pitch, strike 2.
This one on the inside half of the plate.
Yeah, he's getting them right on the corner there.
Overson has touched both sides of the plate for a strike.
Puts that one in the dirt. Check swing, didn't go. Ball 1. 1-2 to Quayle, wearing number 5 today. With the knee-length pants and the stirrups up to his knees. Overson getting the signal from the catcher and the delivery. Swung on, hit to right field, right at the right fielder. Outstretched arm, comes down with the catch. 1 out.
Right fielder watches the ball right off the bat, drifts to his right, and is able to track it down
about 2 steps to his right. All right, up next is Kataska, number 8 for Pequot. Overson getting the sign. Wind up and the pitch. Just inside, ball one.
Catcher didn't even catch it.
It bounced right out of his glove. No base runners, no harm, no foul. Second pitch on its way. That's a strike, 1-1.
Goes back to the outside of the plate.
Koska looking in, getting the signal. The wind up and the pitch. That's a ball, just missed. Counts 2-1.
Just above the numbers. Also on yourliveevent.com, Cook County at McGregor with Brandon.
The wind up by Overson in the pitch. Inside, pushed him back off the plate a little bit. 2-1, 3-1 rather.
Just not committed enough to, Kyle's not committed enough to take a base.
That one's low, and he's going to get a walk.
Kataska, patient at the plate, earns himself a 5-pitch walk.
Coming up next for Pequot, Krieger.
This is the pitcher too, isn't it?
Owen Krieger. This is the starting pitcher for Pequot. He's got some height there for sure. Overson looking in for the pitch, the delivery. It's getting away from the catcher. It's back to the backstop. Task is rounding second. He's going to stop there. So he moves over on the passed ball.
Drugsma, the catcher for Milaca, pretty lanky as well.
Yes, he is. The 1-0 count. Overson looking in. And the pitch swung on, just fisted foul to the right.
Check swing foul. That'll send Drugsma out to the pitcher for a little conference. It's a little secret squirrel meeting.
I wonder what they talk about out there sometimes. I think they just go out and make dinner plans. All right, a 1-1 count to Krieger here in the top of the first inning. 1 out. Overson getting the pitch. Sets and delivers. Swung on, fouled on the first baseline. All the way.
Yeah, when the catcher goes out there, Paul, he just tells them, listen, you got 8 guys behind you that will field the ball. Just pitch the ball in there. Don't worry about doing fancy stuff with it.
Yeah, don't want anything getting in his head. Just throw the ball, throw it down where the catcher sits, and trust your outfielders. And the pitch. That one was high and inside. He swung at it. Missed strikeout for Overson. Krieger down on.
Looked like a bit of a curve there.
Did look a little bit like a curve there.
High and inside. Kruger Britt.
All right, 2 down, and Spitzka up to bat for Pequot Lakes, wearing number 10. First pitch, high, ball 1. Spitzka with the full-length pants, gray pants, blue top, wearing number 10. Kataska at second with a decent little lead. Overson checking him out, making sure he doesn't get too far off that bag in the pitch. That's low. Ball 2. 2-0.
Spitzka moving the bat a little bit. I'm surprised neither the ump nor the catcher asked for a check on a check swing. Of course, the umpire's not in the right spot either.
That's true. All right, and the 2-0 pitch on its way. That one's in there for a strike. 2-1. And the pitch on its way. Ball a little low and outside. 3-1.
Pequot Lakes batter is quite patient at the plate.
Showing a lot of patience out there. Overson checking in on Kataska at second, and the pitch. That's high, ball 4. So Spitzka takes first base. Kataska remains at second. 2 down here in the top of the first inning for Pequot Lakes. Up next to bat is Morris, wearing number 4.
You got to take off his catcher gear.
Right, yeah, it's pretty tough to bat with that stuff all wrapped up and attached. Taylor Morris getting ready for the pitch from Overson. Overson checking on the runner at second, and the pitch. Grounded to shortstop. Possible double play ball. Well, there's only 1 out needed, and you got that at first base. So 3 down.
That's the second baseman, bro.
It was the second baseman. You're absolutely right. All right, so the inning recap brought to you by Larson Group. We had a couple of walks, no runs, no hits, 2 people left on base. We'll be back after these messages on yourliveevent.com.
Pizza North and Pequot Lakes. Perfect crust and loads of toppings. Dine in, take out, and delivery. Breakfast Sunday mornings, more than just pizza, though pizza is their middle name. Tasty Pizza North, Pequot Lakes, 568-4404.
Go Patriots and Lightning from MCL, a Lakes area landscape fixture for over 25 years. Big enough to do the job, small enough to care. MCL, mows, contracting, and landscaping at Breezy Point. Contact MCL for all your landscaping needs.
Whitefish Automotive in Cross Lake has been delivering honest, trustworthy auto repair to area drivers for over 25 years. Remember, if you take care of your car will take care of you. Whitefish Auto, 2 miles south of Cross Lake, 692-1818.
Get the coming down throw. And then get told.
Welcome back to yourliveevent.com. Pequot Lakes.
That's sprinkle.
And Milaca. Did you feel some rain?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
That's your fault.
I shouldn't have talked about it. Pequot Lakes and Milaca is 0-0 here going into the bottom half of the first inning. Due up for Milaca is the catcher Drugsma, Merowith, the shortstop, and Overson, the designated hitter. I believe he's actually playing in the field today. We'll have to double check on that.
Abel is in center field but is not hitting. Overson is hitting but not playing in the field.
Gotcha.
Hunter Overson is doing the DHing. Brady is on the mound. Hi, Dad.
Did you say hi, Dad?
I did. Now he's got 1 listener, bro.
Got a couple people tuned in. All right. Drugsma getting set in the box, waiting for that first pitch from Owen Krieger, and it's on its way. It's low. It's ball 1.
If my boy Panda's listening from Michigan, I don't know if he remembers to listen anymore. But
oh, sure. National audience today. And the pitch on its way. It's swung on, grounded, fouled on the third baseline.
My Call of Duty buddy, you know.
Oh, sure. The scoreboard has gone out for some reason, so we'll...
as long as we got electricity, we'll be all right.
Right. All right, count is 1-1 to Drugsma. Krieger getting ready for the pitch. And the windup and the delivery. Outside, ball 2. 2-1.
Good crowd today.
Not bad. Yeah, we have...
both Pequot and Mille Lacs fans here.
Pequot does travel well. And the pitch way in the dirt, all the way to the backstop. 3 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, wind's picking up a little bit. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Full count to Drugsma.
Just painting the corners.
Drugsma wearing number 24. White shirt, white pants, black pinstripes, black lettering. The pitch from Krieger on the way. That one's in, grounded down, fouled down the third base line. Hill headed back to the plate. Count remains full at 3-2. Wind up by Krieger. And the pitch. Batted. Out of play to the right. Count remains 3-2. Krieger getting the sign from catcher Morris. Drugsma looking for the right pitch. Gets one about eye level, and he just pops it up to the shortstop. Comes down with the catch. 1 out.
Ball died right off the bat. Shortstop was playing deep, has to run it in and half dive, but makes the catch. 1 down. Ooh, we got some scoreboard action now.
Hey, scoreboard's back working again. Excellent. Merritt up to bat. First pitch to him is swung on, and a long foul ball down the right field line. Well out of play.
Bet you there's a lot of baseballs in those woods.
I bet there are. Yeah, I'll bet kids spend some time back there searching for them. Next pitch on its way. That is in there for a strike. Quick 0-2 count to Merritt. That one looked right down the middle of the plate.
Yeah, I don't know what you're looking for.
Right. Krieger with the windup and the pitch. That one's also swung on and fouled off to the right. Out of play. Count remains 0-2. Merritt also with the full-length pants. Wearing number 1. Looking for the pitch. And here it comes. That one's high. Ball 1. 1-2. One down here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. A little outside. Ball 2. That one took
Lots of chatter from the Mille Lacs dugout.
Yeah, they definitely cheering their teammate on. And the pitch. Ooh, fisted foul. Straight back. Watch out, kids.
Might have got one of the little JVers.
Right? Oh, we got the, that's a shot put team over there.
I'm surprised we're not worried about the shot put. Maybe they can't throw it this far or something.
Well, that one, I tell you what, that one was a rocket right back into the middle of the group. I hope no one got hurt. And the pitch in the dirt. Ball 3. 3-2.
Merriweather's ankles there.
3-2. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. Down low again. He walked him.
Merritt, being patient, goes ahead and gets him a walk. Has to fend off 8 pitches, though.
Not a bad plate appearance.
I can see why this guy's the DH.
Hunter Overson?
I want to see some birth certificates.
Yeah, he's a giant, there's no doubt. All right, Merritt with that first base. Krieger checking him. And the pitch. Low, ball 1.
That bat looks dinky in his hands. Good Lord.
It is. It does look a little bit small. He's got to be about 6'4". And the delivery swung on and missed.
Big.
And the pickoff attempt at first is not in time. He's back safe.
Morris saw the high ball and knew he had to stand up for it. Decides to fire it down to first. Almost gets.
Yeah, keeping him close there.
Merriworth.
All right, 1-1 count. And the pitch. Right up the middle, right through the shortstop and second baseman all the way to the center field. That's a hit. Merriworth is going to stop at second. So we'll have first and second with 1 out here. And Brady Overson coming up next. Brady Overson is not quite the same size as his brother. They're like my twins. I don't know if they're twins or not. What grade are they in? We don't have their grades here. But if I had to guess, I would say Brady was the younger one. Brady is the starting pitcher. Pitch from Krieger on its way, swung on, batted, lifted to left field, dropped in front of the left fielder. Runners are all going to advance one base, and bases are loaded here in the bottom half of the first inning with one out for Milaca.
Pequot and Krieger in their first set of troubles this afternoon. See how they work it out.
That brings up Caleb Johnson. Caleb's wearing number 23 in pinstripes.
Courtesy runner.
Oh, yep, we have a courtesy runner at first base for Brady Overson. I'll have to check on that, see who that is here in a moment. Krieger getting ready to pitch, and first pitch is a ball. 1-0 to Johnson. Still trying to get a number on the courtesy runner. And the pitch down low. Ball one, runners hold. Catcher dropped the ball, but was able to keep it in front of him. Count is 2-0 to Johnson. Owen Krieger getting the sign. And the pitch. Again, down low. 3-0 with the bases loaded. See if he gets the green light here. The guess is he's going to take all the way. And the pitch. And he was taken. That was high. Walked him on 4 pitches.
It is. It's Mott Benjamin. Mott Benjamin.
Mott Benjamin.
Or Benjamin Mott.
Benjamin Mott's our courtesy runner.
Courtesy
He's
runner.
now at second base. And Merwith comes around to score on the walk. So
the Schaefer's
Hunter.
Food scoreboard reads 1-0. Wolves get a run.
That brings up Jutton. Actually, they're visiting the pitcher here, try to settle him down a little bit, get him through this first inning. Still just one down. Bases are loaded for Milaca. All right, the whole infield came in. They'll go back to their designated positions, and we'll get ready to resume the game. So again, we have Johnson at first, and our courtesy runner,
Mott Benjamin. Benjamin Mott.
Benjamin Mott at second, and Hunter Overson at third. Krieger getting ready for the delivery and the pitch. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Jutton. Jutton, left-handed, wearing number 15. And Krieger throws it over to third base. He's back in time.
You know, Paul, I totally don't agree with that throw-in or trying to work on the base runners. You know, when the base is juiced, you just got to worry about the base.
Absolutely. I think he wants to keep them close over there, but
especially with one out.
Nobody's even covering third base now. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back right through the catcher's legs. That's an 0-2 count now to Jutton. Those are not gunshots in the background. Like we said, there's a track and field meet. And set by Krieger and the pitch. Swung on, hit to right field rather. Right fielder over about 4 steps to his right. Comes down with it. They tag and Overson scores. Benjamin to third base after checking up at second. We have runners now at the corners with the score 2-0 on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. 2 outs now in the bottom of the first. Up next is Doubleheader, wearing number 13, playing second base for Milaca. Krieger getting the sign from the catcher. Sets. And the delivery. That's down there. That's popped up. First baseman's going to run back just out of the dirt into the outfield. It's over. As Eddie doesn't come up with it, Milaca's going to score Benjamin Mott. And Johnson's moving over to third base.
Gus Bolts called that off the hit and started backpedaling, and then by the time he realized he needed to be running backwards, he got mixed up, got his feet, and wasn't able to make the play. Schaefer's Food in this scoreboard reads now 3-0. Milaca Wolves on top here in the bottom of the ninth. 2 outs, though, for Krieger.
There are 2 outs. Just get one more to get out of this inning. Stop the bleeding. Krieger with the set and the delivery. That's a strike. 0-1 to Vanderswag, wearing number 5 today. Knee-length pants with the black knee-high socks. Krieger with the delivery and the stolen base at second. Throws it over to third as the third base runner gets back to the base in time. So successful stolen base by Doubleheader, and now we have runners on second and third with 2 out, and a 1-1 count to Kason Vanderswag.
Pequot Lakes allows the base runner to go to first to second on the short throw to second. Tried to get the pick at third.
And the pitch is up and outside. Catcher acted like he wanted to throw it to third, but there was nobody there to throw the ball to. 2-1 count to Kason Vanderswag. Krieger getting the sign and the set, checking on the runners, and the pitch is swung on and fouled back and out of play.
Ooh.
Back over to the shot putters.
Tell the track and field kids, watch out.
All right. 2-2 the count now to Kason Vanderswag.
Were you a track and fielder or a baseballer?
Baseball.
All right.
Baseball. My kid's a track and fielder, though. And the pitch is up high for ball 2. 2-2. Make that 3-2. Full count. 2 down. 2 runners on. Second and third. Runners will be off with the pitch here. Krieger with the pitch. And it's down. It's grounded to third base. He dives for it, misses it over to the shortstop. He gets it over to first base in time. Wow, what a stretch by the first baseman. Beautiful play by Bowles over there to get the force out at first base and end the inning. So on the Schaefer's score, on the Schaefer's scoreboard, Schaefer's Food scoreboard rather, it is 3-0. The Milaca Wolves over Pequot Lakes Patriots. Here after 1 inning. 3 runs this inning for Milaca, a couple of walks. This scoring recap brought to you by the Larson Group. I'm Paul Leonard on your live event.
Nope, no commercial because see how they're already coming out. You'll start the commercial and then they'll already be back out. So you gotta read one of these things though. All right, that's what you do for the Larson Group. They're homies.
They're homies. Awesome. All right. The Larson Group, located in the heart of the Lakes area in Cross Lake, Minnesota. Larson Group Real Estate is here to serve you. Our dedicated team of agents and staff is committed to making your real estate journey seamless. All right. So after giving up 3 runs in the first inning, we're looking to settle down here a little bit. Rain's holding off for now, which is good. It's quite cloudy, a little windy. I'm sure you can hear the wind in the microphone. All right, we're getting ready to...
All right, it's on.
Audio game time. Audio game time. That's what you got to be on.
Were we not broadcasting at all?
No, we were. It's just. All right, it's on. It's on. I love you. I love you. I love you.
All right. Here we are, top of the second inning. First pitch coming up, on its way, swung on and fouled down the right field line, out of play. Up to bat, Gus Bowles, the first baseman, with an 0-1 count.
You always got to appreciate parents that'll come over and say hi to you. Hey, there's Coach.
And next pitch is struck him out.
That was a pretty pitch on the inside.
That was a beautiful pitch. Got him looking. Up next for Pequot Lakes is Doran Seuss. Wearing number 18. He's our right fielder today. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Brady Overson with the delivery, and that is down low, 1-1. Dornsife taking that pitch past the catcher to the backstop. Counts now 2-1.
Oh, they're doing the hurdles. Look at that. Those little people are really going over them. Oh, look at that. I'll tell you, in all my years, I was never able to jump over one of those hurdles.
I would die after the second one, maybe, if I made it that far. All right, and the pitch by Overson. Fouled straight back. Wow. that hit the fence right in front of the kid, kind of made him jump a little bit.
Kid was putting his fingers in the fence. No, he's not.
that could hurt.
It's called a learning moment.
Right. 2-2, the count to Dornsife. Overson with the pitch.
Oh,
Curveball.
wow.
Got him there looking. There was nothing he could do on that.
Change up on the inside.
2 down now for Pequot Lakes in the top of the second inning. Loge is up to bat. And he takes strike one. Carter Loge wearing number 14 with the knee-length pants and the knee-high stirrups with an 0-1 count. And pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Bases are empty for Pequot. Overson looks to make quick work of the top of the second inning. The windup and the pitch. Got him. Looking strike three. 3 outs. 3 up, 3 down. No scores, no hits, no errors. On the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, it is 3-0 after 1.5.
Athletes.
Hi, I'm Susan Schmidt at First Western Bank. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day roles to best serve our community. We know the area high school athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this season. Be safe on the court, rink, field, and in the gym. We look forward to watching you succeed. We're not just here for you, we are you. First Western Bank. You can bank on us. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tomorrow is happening right now. Today, more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. That's why Enbridge is advancing new technologies to reduce emissions, like carbon capture and hydrogen power. By putting in the work today, we're bridging to a cleaner energy future. Tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Paul Learned here with Matt. We are in the middle of the second inning with a 3-0 score on the Schaefer's Foods scoreboard. Milaca on top of Pequot Lakes. Due up.
Hi, Daisy.
Due up, we have Overson. That's Brady Overson, Johnson, and Jutton. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters.
What are we in the second or third inning? This is bottom of the second.
Yep, bottom of the second.
Okay.
Yep. Actually, it looks like Madden Vanderswag is up to bat. Okay. So Vanderswag, Abel, and Drugsma are the anticipated batters.
Nope, Abel doesn't hit. He's
Abel doesn't hit. You're right. Okay. High school league.
Vanderswag,
a little bit different.
And Merwith.
And quick 2-0 count to Vanderswag. Pitch on its way. That one's in there for a strike. 2-1. And he gets it back to the pitcher. Pitcher picks it up over to first base for an easy out. Had a little trouble finding the handle on that ball, but got it over there for the first out.
Krieger has to play the dribbler that comes right back to him, fumbles it a little bit, able to pick it up and get it over to Poles for out number 1.
Up next, number 24, Drugsma, our catcher today.
No, he's their catcher.
Their catcher, not our catcher. Their catcher. First pitch is a ball, 1-0.
Could not have missed by much.
0-1 today for Drugsma. His second at bat. And the pitch swung on in line to left field, and that's going to drop in front of the left fielder, who makes his way over to the line just a couple of steps inside the line, and Drugsma is on first with a single.
The longest single ever.
It's a very long single. Nicely hit ball.
Runs it out, and he'll get a courtesy runner. And I believe it is not Benjamin Mott this time. Oh, it is Benjamin
It
Mott.
is
Yeah,
Benjamin Mott again. Merwith up to bat now. Merwith walked in the first inning and scored a run. And the pickoff attempt at first base is not in time. Benjamin Mott's is back. As Merwith digs in. Krieger gets the sign. Checking on the runner. Pitches. That one swung on and grounded between the third baseman and shortstop out to left field, and runners will advance. Or the runner will advance, and we have now runners on first and second base for Milaca with 1 out.
You know, for Mott, being a courtesy runner, he kind of takes a large lead over there at first.
He really does. He must have some speed.
Yeah. You don't ever want to be a courtesy runner and get picked off.
No, you don't. All right, Hunter Overson up to bat, and he pops it up behind the catcher. He's back. He's got room to make the play. Oh, just outside of his outstretched glove. That's just a really long strike, really high strike.
Ball's got some rotation on it, little wind.
Yeah, it's tough to.
It's tough to judge. He was under it. Did get to see it at the last moment. Leaped for it. Just
couldn't quite come up with it.
Yeah.
All right, 0-1 count to Hunter Overson. And the pitch. That one's outside. Lost by the catcher and throws down to third base. Gets past the third baseman. Benjamin Mott's is safe at third base. Merwith also advances to second base on the pass ball.
You called it, Paul. Mott does got some wheels over there. Spitzka, though, trying some of that Olay, allows the ball to go past him.
Courtesy runner, Benjamin Mott's for Drugsma. He's at third. Merowith at second. And a 1-1 count to Hunter Overson, who swings and misses. He was swinging for the fences on that one.
Big old swing there.
I have a feeling this guy can get a hold of the ball occasionally. 0-2 the count with 1-2 the count with 1 out. And a pitch by Krieger inside, ball 2. Catcher looking down at third base, wanting to keep Benjamin Motts close there. Krieger with the pitch. Oh, line drive to center field. Benjamin Mott's gonna score. Merowith rounding third, he's gonna score. Hunter Overson stays on first with the single, couple RBI.
2-run single to the center field as Abel's able to pick it up, misses the cutoff man, gets it into the infield though as Tommy Morris goes ahead and trots out to the mound to have a mound visit, which is brought to you by
Ganley's Restaurant in Nisswa. Take a time out with friends or family with a great meal at Ganley's Restaurant. Ganley's Restaurant open 7 days a week for breakfast and lunch. Quick visit. Catcher's heading back.
I've never eaten there.
I've been there once.
All right.
It's like an old time you had a shake and a burger or something.
I've heard their omelets are good though.
Brady Overson taking the pitch. Actually, that one he hits a mile to left field back to the warning track. He catches the ball. That's a very long out with the bases, with one runner on with Hunter Overson at first base. He stays there.
Carter Logue keeps it in the yard as warning track power. 2 outs though.
2 outs here in the second inning for Milaca. Krieger checking on the runner and the pitch. Down low, ball 1. That one was actually in the dirt.
Moore's doing a good job keeping it in front of him though.
Yes, he is. Johnson taking ball 2, 2-0. Krieger getting the sign from Morris. Checks on the runner, sets and delivers. Outside, ball 3. 3-0. 3-0, 2 outs. Runner on first, second inning. Milaca 5, Pequot Lakes 0. And the pitch. Down low, ball 4. Walked him on 4 pitches. So that sends Johnson to first and Hunter Overson over to second. And that brings up Delyden, our second baseman, who had a single in the first inning. Pitch from Krieger on its way. There's strike 1.
Schaefer's Food and Nisswa scoreboard reads 5-0, 2 outs.
That's actually Jutton up to bat, and he foul ball down the left field line for a quick 0-2 count to him. Oh, and 2 outs. Runners on first and second for Milaca. Isaiah Jutton up to bat, the left-hander. Digs in and he's ready to go. Yeah, the pitch is on its way. Swung on down the right field line, foul.
Balls!
Caught by Bowles. Nice catch right next to the fence, out of play, but comes down with it for the final out of the inning. They score 2 here in the second inning, does Milaca. The Schaefer's Food scoreboard now reads 5-0. This inning recap brought to you by the Larson Group. Join the many satisfied clients of Larson Group Real Estate, serving the Brainerd Lakes area from our Cross Lake, Minnesota office. Our team is dedicated to exceptional service and outstanding results. I'm Paul Learned. You're listening to YourLiveEvent.com. We'll be back after this.
Discover the charm and opportunity waiting for you in Pequot Lakes, Minnesota. Nestled in the heart of Lake Country, Pequot Lakes is a thriving community brimming with potential for businesses and families alike, offering a vibrant local economy, supportive business environment, and amenities that make it the perfect place to grow your business or start a new chapter in your life. Scenic parks, recreational activities, unique shops, and delicious local dining, Pequot Lakes is where community spirit and opportunity come together. Pequot Lakes, Minnesota, your next great adventure starts here.
Save on your groceries and gas each week just by shopping at your locally owned Pequot Lakes Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Pequot Lakes Super Value offers simple and convenient curbside pickup. Order online at shop.pequotlakes.
Welcome back to the top of the third inning on YourLiveEvent.com. Pequot Lakes visiting Milaca today. We have a 5-0 score. Milaca on top on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. First pitch, getting ready to, there it is, ball one. Ball one to Johnson, who struck out last inning to end the inning. Grounds it down the first base line. That's just fair, and it's all the way to the fence. He's rounding first, on his way to second. He looks to be standing up at second. He's going to hold up there.
A stand-up double.
Nice double for Johnson there down the right baseline. Just a ground ball just over the base, just barely fair, but fair enough.
Second baseman Connor Johnson sees it go down the line, just turned on the Jets and gets himself a stand-up double here in the top of the third.
That brings up Quayle, number 5. And he swings on it. He takes it to the shortstop, who picks it up, fires it over to first base for an out. Runner advances to third base. That's Johnson. So he'll be at third. One down. Kataska up to bat here in the third. Kataska walked in the first inning, wearing number 8. Brady Overson gets the sign, sets, and delivers. Swung on, deep ball to right field, back to the fence, makes the catch, beautiful catch. The runner tags at third. He's going to score, so a nice sacrifice there by Kataska to score Johnson. That puts Pequot on the scoreboard with a run here in the third inning.
Madden Vanderzog with some range there is now the umpires want to have a discussion about something.
That brings Krieger, our pitcher, up to bat. They're showing 1 out on the scoreboard. I have 2 outs.
I believe they are talking about somebody. I believe they're asking if Johnson left the bag early.
No, he did not. Score stands. 5-1. Kataska with the RBI. That's a ball 1 to Krieger.
Did what?
What? Did he not catch that?
He did. They were trying to see if Johnson had left third base early.
Who's on?
During that sacrifice fly.
Kataska, but Kataska's on first base.
Right, but Johnson came in on that fly ball.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying they were making sure he had caught the ball, and Johnson had waited for that to leave. Because if he had left early, it would be an out.
Right, but a sacrifice would mean that Kataska should have been out. That's a strike. 2-1 now to Krieger.
Oh, did he not catch that? You're right. There's why? Yeah, I don't know. I'm even here.
I don't know. We'll have to get some clarification on that. Kateska is at first base though, and there's still only one out. And the pickoff attempt is late. He's back safe on first base.
How much you think that guy makes to shoot that starting gun for track and field day? How come my guidance counselor doesn't tell me about that job?
That's a great job. I mean, he has to hold his arm up there for a while, but there's a big swing and a miss by Krieger. Counts 2-2 with one away here in the third inning. Runner at first base. Overson getting the sign, checks the runner, and delivers. That one swung on. Ground ball to second base. Loses the handle on it. Not going to get anybody. Safe at second, safe at first.
Krieger fights off the inside curveball. Second baseman is just gobbled up with the spin, not able to find a handle on it. All runners safe.
And give that as an error to the second baseman.
Yes, they are marking it an error as well.
That brings up Spitzka, number 10, who had a base on balls in the first inning. Kateska at second. Krieger at first. Got a courtesy runner in for Krieger. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled straight back for strike one.
Into the old track and field.
Got a courtesy runner. Courtesy runner is Zach Drown on first base. Overson checking the runner at second and pitches. That's up high. 1-1. The runners taking their leads. Pitcher getting the sign from the catcher. Checks the runners, sets, windup, and delivery. Swung on third base, grounded to third base, over to second for one, and it's past the second baseman into right field. Kateska is going to score on that, and the courtesy runner for Krieger's over to third base.
Pequot getting on the board this inning. Good sign for them as they start making their way, climbing their way back onto this 5-2 on the Schaefer's Food and Nisswa scoreboard.
With one out here in the third inning. And the pitch hits him. It hit him. Morris is on first after being hit by the pitch. Bases are loaded.
Yeah, as good as a hit. Not to brag, but when I played baseball, that's how I got on base most of the time, was hit
Taking
by
it.
pitch.
Hey,
Yeah. But I was
one for the
fast, so I
team.
could
Yeah.
still get to second or third. So Tommy Morris will get a courtesy runner as he's got to put on his catcher's gear.
And Gus Bowles up to bat now for Pequot. Bowles struck out in the first inning, or second inning rather.
Caleb Olson.
And that pitch is high and inside. It's ball. Throw it on to third base. It's not in time. Runner's back safely at the bag. And the count to Gus Bowles is 0-1. 1-0 rather. Still trying to get used to these scoreboards that has strikes on top of the balls. It's counterintuitive. Here's the pitch by Overson. That one's up high too. Ball 2. Bowles looking for the pitch on its way. Swings and just tips it. That's a strike. 2-1.
Tick to save a life.
That's right.
Take advantage now. Here we go, 8.
2-1 with one out here in the third inning. Overson with the pitch. swung on by Bowles, hit to center field. Center fielder running in, lands just in front of him. He's going to reach first base. Everybody's going to advance one base, 1 run scores.
Well, they'll get Johnson out. Caleb Olson will get out at second. He was tagged out, not forced out.
Caleb Anderson.
Olson, the pinch runner, courtesy runner.
That was Zach Drown, was the courtesy. Actually, Zach scored. Drown.
Oh. Wow. I don't know what Caleb Olson's doing out there.
We have 2 outs now in the inning. Runners on the corners. Pitch from Overson. It's up high and inside, ball 1. To Dornsife. And the pitch. That one's in there. No, it's not. That's ball 2, 2-0. Dornsife takes a ball. Strike 1, 2-1. I gotta remember, I am not the umpire. What I think it is doesn't matter. Overson getting the sign and the pitch. There's a strike, and stolen base attempt is cut off by the throw is cut off by the pitcher. And he's safe at second. Runners now at second and third with 2 away here in the 3rd inning for Pequot. Scores 2-2, or the count rather is 2-2 to Dornsife. Overson getting the sign and the windup and the pitch. Low and inside. Ball 3, 3-2. Overson ready for the pitch. Windup and the delivery. Swing and a miss. Struck him out to end the inning. On the Schaefer Foods scoreboard, it is 5-3 Milaca over Pequot. We'll be back after these messages on yourliveevent.com.
We shop for you and you simply pick them up at our front door. Save on gas too, earning 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. For quality, service, and freshness, shop Pequot Lake Super Value. Good luck, area teams.
Bliss Salon and Boutique in Pequot Lakes is your top spot for hair, makeup, and lash extensions. And no surprise, they've done it again. Bliss is a 2025 Best of Weddings pick on the Knot magazine and our Hall of Famers. And Bliss Salon and Boutique is so much more. Find lots of beautiful locally made and handcrafted accessories and jewelry. Plus, pick up some Pequot Lake's own Oofta juice. Stop and see the awesome gals at Bliss Salon and Boutique on Main Street in downtown Pequot Lakes.
Communities prosper and grow when you bank locally. Everyone benefits. First National Bank has been serving the Lakes area since 1902, with their focus being on their customers and our communities. They are your hometown bank with hometown pride. First National Bank wishes all the area sports teams the best of luck and are happy to help bring you the live coverage. First National Bank is locally owned and operated with 10 branches from Walker to Baxter. Visit www.fnbnorth.com. Member FDIC.
Spring in Minnesota. The weather can go from warm and sunny to cold and snowy all in the same week. No matter the weather, Martin Sports Shop in Nisswa can help. Need some new reef sandals, swimsuit, or pair of sunglasses? Martin Sports Shop has new inventory arriving daily. Whatever you're looking for, look to Martin Sports Shop in Nisswa. For those still enjoying winter, there's plenty of winter apparel, snowshoes, and ski equipment at closeout prices. Stop into your neighborhood sporting goods store, Martin Sports Shop in beautiful downtown Nisswa. Family owned since 1927.
Welcome back to boys high school varsity baseball on yourliveevent.com. The Pequot Lakes Patriots are visiting the Milaca Wolves today. We're in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Schaefer's Food scoreboard reads 5-3 Wolves over the Patriots. Due up for Milaca, Delighted, Kaysen Vanderswag, and Madden Vanderswag. And the first pitch fouled straight back onto the track. 0-1. And the windup and the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Strike 2. Blake Spitzka now pitching for Milaca, or for Pequot rather. And that's a ground ball over to the shortstop, picks it up, throws over to first for the first out of the inning. 1 away. Kason Vanderswag up to bat. First pitch is the ball, 1-0. The temp's dropping a little bit here, getting a little chilly today. But the rain is holding off. So looks like we'll at least get the first game of this doubleheader in. Ball 2 to Kason Vanderswag. 2-0 count. And the pitch. Up high, 3-0. Kason struck out in the first inning and takes a walk here in the bottom of the third. So Kason Vanderswag at first base and brother Madden Vanderswag up to bat. Madden wearing number 4. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Madden, like his brother, with the knee-length pants and knee-high black socks. And the pitch, right down the middle for a strike, 1-1.
Away. Need runners. Here we go, kid.
Thank you, sir. And Vanderswag's going to steal second base. There won't even be a throw as the catcher couldn't quite find the handle on that ball. Kason Vanderswag over to second base.
Here we go.
Count 2-1 to Madden. I hear his friends calling him Matty. He takes a strike, 2-2. Trying to get his brother around to score. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back and out of play. Over near the track, folks, again. 3-1. The pitch is in the dirt, bounces in front of the catcher and gets away from him, and Vanderswag's going to move over to third base from second.
Hey, he's there for you.
So Kason Vanderswag now at third base, and a 3-2 count to Madden Vanderswag with 1 away here in the bottom of the third. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled over to the dugout, just missed the dugout. That was a rocket shot. Could have hurt.
Trying to get his own teammates there.
No kidding. Count remains 3-2. Spitzka getting the sign from the catcher. Sets. Delivers. That's a ball. A little outside. So both Vanderswags on. Occupying the corner bases. With 1 down still here in the bottom of the third inning.
Oh, never mind. I thought he was going out.
We almost had a Ganley's restaurant timeout, but catcher only took a few steps, turned around, and came back. Thought better of it, I guess. Up to bat, Drugsma for Milaca. He had a single in the second inning. Here's the pitch, in there for a strike, 0-1. Timeout while the runner at first ties his shoes.
Just holding up the whole game.
Supposed to tie your shoes before the game.
We're not even halfway through game one. We got another one to go to, too.
0-1 count to Drugsma. And the pitch. The runner's off. The pitch is hit to the center field. He comes in about 5 or 6 steps, makes the catch. The runner was all the way at second base. He's gonna get him out back at first base. That's a double play while a run scores. I'm not sure that run crossed before they got that out, though. Doesn't look like they're gonna count that. That's a nice double play ball. Way to get out of the jam there. All right, after 3 on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, it's 5-3 Milaca over Pequot on yourliveevent.com. Back after this.
Is looking for an auto body technician to join their hard-working, fun team. Very competitive wages based on experience and a flexible work schedule. Willing to train the right person. If you have a passion for working on cars, apply today at Cross Lake Auto Body.
Von Hansen's Meat Market in Baxter wishes the Patriots and Lightning the best of luck. Von Hansen's is more than the best selection of quality meats. Try their famous specialty pretzels. Von Hansen's in Baxter and at vonhansens.com. They bring you the best.
Think spring with Thurlow Hardware in Pequot Lakes. Grab your garden tools, paint, and get ready for spring cleaning and fix-it projects. Thurlow still offers screen repair and pipe cutting and threading. Thurlow Hardware since 1894. Under the Bobber on Front Street in Pequot Lakes.
More big news from Wides Major Appliance in Brainerd. Wides announces a new line to offer you. Now, stop in to see the incredible line of appliances from Speed Queen. Speed Queens are tested to last 25 years, offers warranties up to 7 years parts and labor, and is the recommended brand by most service people. With Speed Queen and Crosley, plus service, parts, and used appliances, Wides is your one-stop appliance shop for major appliances without the major price. See Wides Major Appliance on Oak Street in Brainerd.
Welcome back to Boys High School Varsity Baseball on yourliveevent.com. Pequot Lakes visiting Milaca today. On the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, it's 5-3 Milaca. The Larson group wants you to know that Milaca was held to no runs last inning. They did not score. They had runners stranded. They ended the inning with a double play fly out and then a tag back at first base after the runner tried to advance to second on the hit, did not wait to tag, tried to get back, could not. Due up for Pequot this inning, number 14, Loge, followed by Johnson, and then to the top of the order with Quall.
Hey, quick inning.
Loge digging in. And the first pitch is on its way. That's in there for a strike. Strike one, 0-1. New pitcher here from Milaca. We'll get his name here after this. Oh, he hits him. Loge takes one in the back. That looked like it hurt. That was a fastball. So Loge will head down to first base with a walk after being hit. That brings up Johnson, who had a double last inning and scored a run. Had a leadoff double last inning.
Hold both corners. Here you go, kids.
Pitcher getting the sign and the delivery. Down low, 0-1, or 1-0. And the pitch. Grounded right back to the pitcher, right past the pitcher to the shortstop over to first. He lets it by him on first. At first, he's going to advance to second. But he did get the lead runner out.
Shortstop picks it up just behind the second base, just taps the second base, and then throws it away at first.
Just underneath the first baseman's glove.
So that single will turn into a double.
Johnson on second. Loge out at second. One down here in the fourth inning. And Qual up to bat for Pequot. Pitcher checking the runner. Pitch is batted and out of play behind it for strike two. Strike one, rather. 0-1 count. And we have another untied shoe being tied at second base now. So we'll wait for that for just a moment. Looks like he's got it all tied up. And we're ready to resume. Pitcher getting the sign from the catcher. Sets, checks on the runner at second. Checks on the runner at second again. And delivers. That one's high, inside, ball. 1-1. And pitcher checking on the runner. Pitch is fouled out of plate on the right field line. Back in the woods for the kids to find later. 1-2. One and two with Johnson at second base. Qual up to bat. And the pitch swung on. Another foul ball down the right field line, out of play. Pitching now for Milaca is actually, it's Brady Overson. He's still out there pitching. Thought we had a new pitcher for a moment, but not the case. Overson checking on the runner at second, who's got a decent lead. Timeout.
Umpire wants the scoreboard right before the game continues.
It's 2-1. No, it's 1-2. The scoreboard was right. The umpire reminding everybody what the count is. 2-1. Nope. 1-2. There we go. Now we got it all figured out. 1-2 turns into a strikeout for Overson for the second out of the inning. That's a Pizza Ranch strikeout. Overson checking the runner at second. Pitches inside to Kotaska. Ball one. Kotaska walked in the first, singled in the third, came around to score in the third. Overson with the set, checking on the runner. And the pitch. It's grounded to the shortstop, out past his outstretched arm, and the runner's going to score. Kotaska stops at first base with a single, RBI single for Kotaska, with Johnson coming in to score on that. Schaefer's Food scoreboard now reads 5-4. Wolves on top of Pequot here in the fourth inning, 2 away. And Krieger up to bat for Pequot. Krieger swings and foul tip. 0-1. Krieger had a single and scored a run last inning. Struck out in the first inning. 0-1 count. And this pitch is in there for a strike. 0-2. Overson with the sign, checks on Kataska over at first and delivers. That is swung on and missed. Kataska takes off, and there's not going to be a throw to second base because that's the end of the inning. 3 outs after that strikeout after 4 innings. 5-4 on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. Milaca over Pequot. Back on YourLiveEvent.com after this.
Roman, and my dad is a lineman at Crowing Power, the electrical company. He gets to drive a big white bucket truck and can climb power poles. That is pretty cool. Storms don't scare me. When the electricity goes off, my dad will fix it. He doesn't wear a cape, he wears a hard hat, and he is my hero. Happy National Lineman Day to my dad and all the others.
Crowing Power is your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, giving you the power to power on.
Great health starts here, the gym, Pequot Lakes, a clean, friendly place with a community dedicating to help you live life well, including elite athletes to seniors with 24/7 access, personal training, classes, and much more. Everything in one place, easy to find downtown, the gym, Pequot Lakes.
Barnum's Auto Parts, Pine River, Napa wishes the area teams all the best. Get your dose of Napa know-how at Barnum's Pine River, Napa when you need the best in auto parts, tools, and accessories. Napa Auto Parts, near the stoplight in Pine River.
Welcome back to Boys Varsity Baseball on YourLiveEvent.com. Milaca Wolves hosting the Pequot Lakes Patriots today on the Schaefer's scoreboard. It's 5-4 Milaca. Last inning, Pequot scored 1 run to bring it to 5-4. Thanks to Larson Group. And the first pitch here in the bottom half of the 4th is a strike to Merwith, number 1 for Milaca. And the pitch swung on right back to the pitcher who comes down with it. What a catch by the pitcher to retire the batter. First out.
Blake Spitzka catching the comebacker right at him. Great reflexes. Also, Paul, I got a scoring update for you. Top of the 4th, Cook County on top of McGregor, 7-3 on YourLiveEvent.com with Brandon.
Thank you for that. First pitch here to Hunter Overson is inside, ball 1. One and 0. And the pitch by Spitzka swung on, crushed line drive to left field. Foul ball. 1-1. Let's see if he can get a hold of one of these balls, give it a ride. He's been swinging like it the last couple at bats.
It has that potential.
Spitzka with the set and the delivery. High and inside. Ball 2. 2-1. And the pitch by Spitzka. Swung on and missed. 2-2.
Spitzka working a little faster this inning.
He is. He's working extremely fast. 2-2 count to Hunter Overson. And the pitch down in the dirt past the pitcher. Ball 3. Or past the catcher, rather. And the pitch, fisted. Foul ball over to the Pequot dugout. Count remains 3-2. With 1 away here in the bottom half of the 4th inning in Milaca, where the rain has held off so far. Brady with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. for Hunter Overson.
And that strikeout, that Pizza Ranch strikeout by Blake Spitzka is really going to help the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Little more confidence coming out here.
I think so. They've started out a little shaky. They've made their way back into this baseball game. As Overson hits a fly ball out to short left center field, and the shortstop comes down with that one for the third out of the inning. So after 4 full innings on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, it is 5-4 Milaca over Pequot on yourliveevent.com. We'll be back after these messages.
Stroughton Bar and JJ's Pub in Breezy Point invites you in for great food and a great time. If you love supreme pizza, try the ultimate in the Commander's famous garbage pizza. It's loaded with everything. Feast on their Friday barbecue rib and Saturday night prime rib specials. Takeout orders are always available. Just call 562-4198. That's 562-4198 for the Commander Restaurant and Bar and JJ's Pub on County Road 11 in Breezy Point.
Stop into Reed's Market and Gas Express in Cross Lake. While there, be sure to pick up Reed's Hardwood Smoked Meats, made in Reed's very own smokehouse, located on County Road 3 and open at 7 a.m. 7 days a week. Shop Reed's Market in Cross Lake. Valerie Ann's Family Foods in Ossipee, featuring breakfast, lunch, and their famous single-serving dinners made fresh. Pick one up for tonight or stock up with frozen entrees for the week. Valerie Ann's Family Foods in Ossipee, between Cross Lake and Merrifield on County Road 3.
Welcome back to Boys High School Varsity Baseball on yourliveevent.com. I'm Paul Learned here with Matt Thurston. We're in Milaca, where it has gotten a little bit chilly, but the rain has held off through 4 innings, where on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard, Milaca leads Pequot 5-4. After a nice 3-up, 3-down inning, last inning by Pequot. Brought to you by the Larson Group.
Shout out to my friend Daisy.
Hey, Daisy.
Hey, Daisy. She's cool beans. She's a homie.
Awesome. All right, and the first pitch by Overson is a ball, 1-0 to Spitzka, who reached on an error last inning. And pitch, low, ball 2. Gets past the catcher. Bat boy goes to retrieve the ball.
Not that catcher.
What's that?
I said not that catcher, because that's Morris.
That's the other catcher. All right, and the pitch by Overson. That one was high. Ball 3, 3-0 to the leadoff hitter here in the 5th inning. And the pitch. He was showing bunt, but took it for ball 4. Spitzka on first then. Morris, the catcher, up to bat for Pequot. Bowles on deck. Morris digging in. Ready for the pitch. Spitzka leading off at first. And pitcher throws over to first, not in time. He's back safe. Morris still waiting for his first pitch. And it's on its way. And it's fouled straight back over to the track, right past the runners who are actually running. Watch out for them.
They're in a heated race over there.
Yeah, they are. Count remains. Nope, count now, 3-1.
The Milaca 500 going on.
To Morris. Yeah, they got the track and field in full swing over there. Pitch here, hit to center field, crushed, but in play and brought down by the center fielder for out number 1.
Good hit, good play, good baseball. Morris gave it a ride, but
Spitzka holds at first base. Gus Bowles up to bat wearing number 2. Overson checking on the runner. Sets and pitches inside. Steal attempt. Throw is to second is not in time. It just, thought about going to third, thought better of it, and headed back to second base where he's safe. So stolen base by Spitzka.
Drugsma with a one hopper to the left side. Second, shortstop could not, or second baseman rather, couldn't hold on to it.
Bowles digging in, ready for the pitch. And pick-off attempt to second base is not in time.
Kind of a slick move.
Yeah. Had the second baseman sneak over there.
Stared at the guy at second, then stepped off, and then kind of a awkward throw back to second, but it was quick.
Bowles has one strike on him. And pitch number 2 upcoming. Swung on just to dribble foul ball down the third base line. 0-2. Bowles makes his way back to first base. That was barely foul, so he did take off to first. Timeout on the field. And here we go. Bowles back in the batter's box. Pitcher getting the sign from the catcher and sets. Checks on the runner at second. And the delivery. Down low. And that's going to be a pass ball. And the runner's going to advance to third base. So Spitzka over to third base on a pass ball by the catcher.
Drugsma lets it hit his shin, keeps it in front of him, allows Spitzka third, nothing more.
And Bowles now with a 1-2 count. Catcher getting the sign, likes what he's gotten, and sets. The delivery is inside. Ball 2. 2-2. Somebody's car alarm is going off. Might want to check on that. Overson sets and delivers. That one also low. Ball 3-2. Full count to Bowles with the runner on third. One away.
Tying run on third.
Tying run on third. Leadoff run at the plate. Go-ahead run on deck.
No, go-ahead run's at bait.
Go-ahead run is up to bat.
Oh, and it's on first now.
Walked him on a full count. Runners now at the corners for Pequot Lakes. Bowles at first and Spitzka at third. Up now for Pequot is Dornseif. No, we have a number.
It's going to be Har.
Michael Har batting for Dornseif in the number 7 spot. Har wearing number 7 for Pequot. Runners at the corners. 1 out here in the 5th inning. Overson with the sign and the pitch. Bowles takes off running to second. Throw is to third where he wasn't moving, and Bowles is safe at second. So runners now at second and third for Pequot. And an 0-1 count to Har. Overson doesn't like the first sign. Likes what he sees there and pitches inside to Har. But the umpire called it a strike, 0-2. Looked like it brushed him back a little bit, but he might have just been trying to play that one off. 0-2. Overson getting the sign and the delivery. Check swing didn't even come close to going. That's a ball. 1-2. And the pitch. Swung on and missed for a strikeout. Out number 2.
Okay, get out of here.
Loge now up to bat for Pequot. And we have a courtesy runner at third base. So the pitcher can get his arm ready for next inning, I presume. And the first pitch here to Loge is a strike, 0-1. And the pitch swung on and fouled back. Runners advance. The courtesy runner, number 1, that's Zach Drown, scores for Pequot, tying the game 5-5 on the Schaefer's Food scoreboards. Bowles moves over to third base on the pass ball. So that was, in fact, was not a tip. It was just a pass ball. An error on the catcher.
Carter Logie.
0-2 count. And a pitch on its way. That's a ball. He wanted to swing at that. 1-2 the count now to Loge. Here in the top half of the 5th inning with a tie score, 5-5. And the pitch. That's low, and it gets past the catcher, and Bowles is going to score for Pequot, take the lead, 6-5. And a 2-2 count to Loge. Ball 3, full count. Full count to Loge, bases are empty. 2 outs, and he draws a walk. Looked like a pretty good pitch, just missed. And Loge is going to go down to first base. That brings up Johnson, number 19. Scored a run in each of the last 2 innings. We have a Ganley's Restaurant timeout as the Milaca coach visits the mound. Well, so far we've stayed dry. We have one more game to go after this one, the second game of our doubleheader. All right, coach is heading back to the dugout. The entire infield was in on that conference. They're back out in their positions, and Johnson is digging in and ready for a pitch. Overson checking the runner on first, gets the sign, sets and delivers. Down low, ball 1. 1-0 to Johnson. Qual on deck. And the pitch. That one's up high. But it's a strike nonetheless, 1-1. And the pitch. Ground ball right up the middle through the shortstop and second baseman. Everybody's safe. Johnson reaches first. Loge over to second on the hit. Back to the top of the order. Number 5, Qual up to bat.
Boys got the carousel going around now.
Yes, sir. Runners at first and second for Pequot. And pitcher's throwing it over to second base. Hold that runner a little closer. And Quall is digging back in, ready for the pitch. Overson gets the sign, sets, checking on the runners. And the pitch is high and inside, ball 1. (6-5) score on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard here in the 5th inning. Pequot on top. The pitch in there for a strike, 1-1.
Pequot getting so much work done with 2 outs in each inning.
Yes, they are. Overson with the delivery. Ooh, he hits him. And he's not happy about it. Throws the bat down. A little frustration there for Quall. He's heading down to first base. Runners on all bases now for Kataska. Loge over to third, Johnson at second, and now Quall at first. Kataska up to bat. He singled in each of the last 2 innings. Scored a run in the 3rd. And the pitch in there, strike. Took a half-hearted swing at that one.
Pequot with the bases juiced again.
Yes, they are poised to score a couple more 2-out runs if they can get a hit here. And that's a foul. That's strike number 2. Overson getting ready for the delivery and the pitch up high. Ball. Count is 2-1. And the pitch swung on, fouled back.
Here we go, kid. Go get out of here.
Overson gets the pitch, sets, and delivers. Ball up high. Count 2-2. Bases full. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. And the pitch. Down low.
Hey, throw to 1.
Creating the rundown, Milaca and Pequot.
Yeah, they got number 14 here in the rundown. They're gonna get him at home. The pitcher ends up tagging him out at home for the 3rd out. There was some confusion on the count. The scoreboard was not right. I don't think everybody was on the same page there. Regardless, that's the 3rd out in the top of the 5th inning. Pequot does score a couple of runs. We'll be back after these messages on yourliveevent.com.
Crafts and Cones in Cross Lake. 36 flavors of Kemp's ice cream, Stonehouse coffee, fresh baked scones, tasty sandwiches, and locally made crafts and gifts. Lake Country Crafts and Cones in Cross Lake. Open 7 days a week at 7:30 a.m.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At Matson Lumber Company in Nisswa, they'll walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Matson Lumber in Nisswa are your local Marvin experts. Visit them on Highway 371 in Nisswa. Let Matson Lumber help you with your next project.
The fabulous Moonlight Bay Family Restaurant in Cross Lake says good luck to the Patriots and Lightning. They thank all the kids, coaches, officials, and parents for their dedication and commitment to high school activities. Moonlight Bay is home of the $7 lunch special every weekday. Yes, only $7. Bring your friends for a great time with Meat Raffle Wednesdays, Trivia Friday nights, and great events all year long. Like them on Facebook for more. Moonlight Bay Family Restaurant on the north end of Cross Lake.
For the best pizza in town year-round, head to Joe's Pizza in Pequot Lakes. Feast on fantastic pizza, amazing calzones, pasta salads, and more. Hit up Joe's Pizza to dine in for pickup, takeout, or have it delivered. Open 11 to 8 Monday through Thursday and open until 9 Friday and Saturday. Joe's Pizza on Front Street in Pequot Lakes. 218-568-4770. Joe's Pizza proudly supports coverage of the Patriots and Lightning, and they wish the kids and coaches the best.
Looking for someone to help sell your home in the Lakes area? Look no further than the Pequot Properties Group with RE/MAX Advantage Plus, the #1 RE/MAX team in northern Minnesota. Their office is on County Road 11 in Breezy Point. Contact Mark Pedig today.
Welcome back to Boys High School Varsity Baseball. We're back a little bit late. We had a first pitch ground ball for an out.
Coaches isn't even to the third base coaching spot yet, so we're not the only ones behind.
No kidding. All right, here we go. Second batter is, let's see, who do we have up here? Is that Jutin? Number 15, Jutton, with a 1-0 count. And pitch 2, ball 2. So Jutton with the 2-1 count. Ground ball to the second baseman over to first base for the putout.
Walls with a couple good stretches there at first.
No doubt. Yeah, he's handling that base quite well today. He's had a couple of pop-outs over there near the fence that he was able to come up with as well. All right, Delighten up to bat for Milaca. First pitch is fouled back and out of play. Strike one. Delighten getting ready for the pitch, and it's on its way. That is swung on, grounded to third base, picked up by the third baseman, tossed over to first, and got him. Quick work there in the bottom half of the fifth inning for Pequot. 3 up, 3 down. The score remains 6-5 Pequot over Milaca on yourliveevent.com.
Full-service flower shop on Main Street in Pequot Lakes. Flowers and arrangements for any occasion, and delivery available. Plus a store full of fun, unique gifts. The Wild Daisy in Pequot Lakes, 568-5454.
Going once, going twice, go!
BigDealAuctions.com, holding monthly online consignment auctions. Big Deal Auctions is top rated for business liquidations and estate sales. BigDealAuctions.com. Whether you have one item or many, we sell it for you.
Burgers, burgers, burgers! Patrick Cedar Chest in Cross Lake. There's plenty of messing around with 13 different styles to sink your teeth into. All handmade half-pound masterpieces. Everyone loves a great burger. Patrick Cedar Chest, 2.5 miles south of Cross Lake on County Road 3.
Aurora Automotive, your close to home choice for automotive repair and maintenance. Our crew is focused on keeping you safe on the road now while also focusing on the future of auto repair for all vehicles. Aurora Automotive, Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes.
Shrub Excavating.
Welcome back to high school baseball on yourliveevent.com, where Milaca is hosting Pequot Lakes today in a varsity baseball matchup. The Schaefer's Food scoreboard reads 6-5 in favor of Pequot. The bottom half of the top of the sixth inning set to begin. Bottom of the fifth inning was a quick 3 up, 3 down for Pequot. Thanks to Larson Group. Discover your dream home with Larson Group Real Estate. a top Keller Williams team in Minnesota specializing in the whitefish chain. We'd like to help you find your perfect spot in the Brainerd Lakes area. Rain holding off here, but it's not getting any warmer out here, that's for sure. Wind's pretty steady, not too strong.
I'm keeping my eyes on the sky, waiting for any flash of lightning, because I'm out of here when I see that.
Yeah, that about does it for everybody, I think. All right, we're going to lead off this inning. Pequot's going to lead off this inning with Kotaska back at the plate after last inning's debacle on the base paths, and he fouls that one back and out of play.
I'm not sure who Milaca was playing in softball, but they lost 11-4 in 7 innings.
There you go. Thank you for that score update, Matt. Pitch is in the dirt past catcher. That's ball 1-1 to Kotaska. And the pitch inside, pushed him back off the plate a little bit. 2-1.
No strikes, kid. Use your infield. Here we go.
And the pitch by the Milaca pitcher is swung on and missed. 2-2. We do have a new pitcher for Milaca this inning. We'll get to that in a second. The pitch is swung on, fouled. Milaca now showing Benjamin Mott on the mound. He's been used as a courtesy runner a couple times today. And he has a 2-2 count on Kotaska. And the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to third base, past the third baseman, picked up by the shortstop over to first base. Definitely late and past the first baseman anyway. And Kotaska is going to move over to second base.
Yeah, third baseman might have had a play at that, but it was deep into the hole. Shortstop, of course, throws it away at first base, allowing Kotaska to get to second. So that'll help him out and the rest of Pequot Lakes out.
Krieger up to bat. Krieger had a single in the third, a strikeout in the fourth.
Single here might get them that insurance run across.
Absolutely. Kotaska at second base. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. All right, down the middle. 0-1. And the pitch. Down low. 1-1. Krieger digging in, ready for the pitch, and it's on its way. It is outside for a ball. 2-1. Mott with the set and the delivery. Swung on, fouled back, and out of play. 2-2 count to Krieger. With no out here in the top of the sixth inning. 6-5 Pequot on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. Benjamin Mott with the delivery. Down low for a ball, runner advances, no throw to third base. So Kotaska in at third with a stolen base. Krieger getting ready for the pitch. Swings, and it's a fly ball out to left field. It's playable for the left fielder. Comes down with the catch, throws it in. Runner's tagging. Kotaska's going to score on the tag up, pushing the Pequot lead to 7-5. Nice RBI sacrifice there for Krieger. One away here in the 6th inning. Spitzka, number 10, up to bat for Pequot. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Bases are empty. Nobody out. Spitzka taking ball 2. Two and 0. I think we have the mile going on behind us, or just finishing that up. Here's the pitch by Motts, and a foul down the right field line, out of play. Another baseball for the kids to find. Count is 2-1 to Spitzka. And the pitch. Inside, 3-1. Just barely missed. Spitzka digging back in. Motts with the pitch. That's a high strike, full count. He thought he had a walk there, not so, says the ump. 3-2. One away. And the pitch. Down low, there's the ball. Ball for first base for Spitzka. That brings up Morris, our Pequot Lakes catcher, wearing number 4. Occupies the batter's box and gets set. Motts with the delivery. The runner's off. Throw is high. Not in time. He is safe. Stolen base for Spitzka.
Courtesy runner for Spitzka as Colton Barnes will step out to second base.
Colton Barnes, number 13.
Twins also lost to the Chicago White Sox 3-0 in 7 innings as the storm started in the Twin Cities, shortened the game to 7 innings.
Swing and a miss by Morris. 0-2. Bulls on deck.
You can catch the draft tonight on KKIN AM 930-1031. The Gobbler as well.
Mott with the delivery. And inside, he cuffed him, but he swung on it and got it to a dribbler over to the shortstop. Oh, they tag out the runner.
Barnes.
Spitzka out at third base. He overran the base, and they tagged him out. That's Barnes,
Colton Barnes,
the courtesy runner for Spitzka. Out at third base for the second out.
Milaca,
and we're gonna have another. Sorry, we're gonna have another courtesy runner here for Morris, number 12,
Caleb Olson,
and Gus Bowles up to bat. 2 away. Runner on first. First pitch to Bowles. Crushed line drive to center field. Bounces a couple times in front of the center fielder. Bowles is going to be safe at first. Caleb Olson over to second base safely. Runners at first and second with 2 out. Nice piece of hitting there by Gus, who walked and scored a run last inning.
Some Zach Drown action now.
There we go. 2 outs for Zach Drown, who is batting for Haar, who was batting for Dornsife in the number 7 spot.
7-5 in the bottom of the 7th. Cook County still on top of McGregor, 7-5.
Mott with the set and the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Pitch number 2, swung on, ground ball down the third baseline, just fair. He's just going to stand right there, tap the bag, third out, and that ends the inning. 1 run scores for Pequot Lakes. Schaefer's Food scoreboard now shows 7-5 in favor of Pequot Lakes Patriots. We'll be back on your live event after these messages.
Ready to serve you with any excavation project. Shrump Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrump Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Bacchus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrump Excavating LLC. Online at shrumpexcavating.com.
The tastiest pizza is at Tasty Pizza North in Pequot Lakes. Perfect crust and loads of toppings. Dine in, take out, and delivery. Breakfast Sunday mornings, more than just pizza, though pizza is their middle name. Tasty Pizza North, Pequot Lakes, 568-4404.
Go Patriots and Lightning from MCL, a Lakes area landscape fixture for over 25 years. Big enough to do the job, small enough to care. MCL, mows, contracting, and landscaping in Breezy Point. Contact MCL for all your landscaping needs.
Welcome back to Boys High School Varsity Baseball on YourLiveEvent.com. We're in Milaca today, where the Milaca Wolves are hosting the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Score is 7-5 in favor of Pequot Lakes on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. Due up for Milaca, Kaysen Vandersweg, Madden Vandersweg, and then back to the top of the order with Droogsma. And the first pitch here to Vandersweg is in there for a strike, 0-1. Spitzka still out there pitching for Pequot. Second pitch is fouled back, 0-2 to Kaysen Vandersweg. And the pitch up high. Had a duck out of the way of that one. 1-2. Had a few hit batters today. And the pitch. Strike on the outside corner, rung him up. Caught him looking. 1 down. That's a Pizza Ranch strikeout. Madden Vandersweg up to bat now for Milaca, number 4. The right fielder. And the pitch. Swung on. Hit, crushed to left field. Foul ball. Just a long strike. 0-1. Spitzka with the sign and the pitch up high, 1-1. The pitch, ball, 2-1. That one didn't miss by much. And the pitch, it's the right, 2-2. Spitzka working quickly here in the 6th inning. Going to try to get to that second game before the rain starts. And that pitch is fouled back. Count remains 2-2. A couple of fresh balls for the umpire. And we're ready to go. Spitzka with the pitch. Swung on, missed, struck him out. Beautiful pitch. That's a Pizza Ranch strikeout. Strikeout number 2 for the inning. Out number 2.
Game 2, I believe, has started for Milaca softball. There's no lights here on this baseball field, so we better get this going.
Here's the pitch to Droogsma, back to the top of the order for Milaca here. 1-0 count.
In fact, during the inning break, why don't you talk to Blue and see if he can speed this up?
Hurry up there, Blue. We got a whole nother game to get to. 2-0 count to Droogsma.
It's starting to cool off here. I can't believe some of these kids are still running around in shorts and T-shirts. Good Lord.
I don't know how the kids do it. There's a ground ball to third base by Droogsma, picked up by the third baseman, fired over to first late and past the first baseman. He's going to stay there, though. The catcher is there to back him up.
Morris doing his job being a catcher, backing up first baseman there.
Nice job, Morris.
It's good to be young. That's all I can say.
Amen. Yeah, speaking of kids not wearing appropriate clothing for the weather, my kids are the same way. It could be 30 below and they're fine with a hoodie. First pitch there is a strike to Merwith. With Droogsma at first base. 2 away here in the 6th. That pitch is swung on. Fly ball, foul, out of play to the right. All right, we're going to adjust for the rain here. We have some rain coming down, so we're going to protect our equipment. And another foul ball there. Oh, and 2 count to Merwith. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strikeout for out number 3. 3 strikeouts this inning for Spitzka. Nice work.
That's a Pizza Ranch spike.
That is a Pizza Ranch strikeout. So we had 3 Pizza Ranch strikeouts today, which is sounding pretty good right about now. All right.
Buffet your way, Baxter and Little Falls. I know about buffets. Do you?
I know a little bit about buffets.
Attaboy, paw. little sprinkles as we get going here to the top of the 7th. No score changing over in McGregor as Cook County is still up 7-5 at the end of 6. As it starts to get sprinkled a little more here.
Well, see if we can get at least that second game started.
You know, they might just finish this game and say...
Call it a day?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Let's take a look at the radar here.
Oh, I don't trust that. It lies all the time.
It does.
Kind of like that weatherman. Except for our weatherman on the Wake the Lakes morning show. He's pretty cool.
Oh, yes. He is very cool. All right.
Benjamin Mott's still out there trying to will his team back into this 7-5 on the Schaefer's Food in this West scoreboard.
If Pequot can hold them off here, we'll end this game and see about game 2.
If we don't play game 2, this will be pretty awesome because you had to do game 1. So
yes, sir.
I didn't have to do nothing today. That was pretty good.
First pitch is a ball to number 14 for Pequot. That's Loge. And pitch number 2 on its way down in the dirt. One hopped it to the catcher. Ball 2.
Coaches were yelling at their kids about running.
Getting some coaching over there. 2-1 the count now to Loge.
I always wondered what a track and field coach did, but apparently
run faster.
Let you know you're off pace.
Strike number 2 there. 2-2 count here to Loge. And the pitch. Swung on. Ground ball right up the middle. Loge is going to reach first base with a single to start the 7th inning for Pequot. That brings up Johnson, our number 9 hitter. He's had a pretty good day today. A couple of hits. A couple extra base hits, in fact. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike.
Wow.
It was high in the zone. But the ump liked it. He's been pretty consistent with that call today, I think. 0-1 to Johnson. Pitch 2 inside. The steal attempt, he's going to be safe at second. The throw is not in time. So Loge in there with a steal. And the count now 0-2 after that strike to Johnson.
Good wheels. Drugsma with a good shot, but not good enough.
And the pitch swung on, hit to center field. It's going to drop in there for a hit in front of the center fielder. Loge is going to stop at third base. Johnson in there with a single. Runners now at the corners for Pequot Lakes. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning with a 7-5 lead. Loge at third, Johnson at first. Quayle up to bat. Ball takes a strike, and then catcher fires it down to third, but he's back at third safely. 0-1. And the pitch by Mott is inside, 1-1.
You know what it is? It's those old school White Sox uniforms. That's what Milaca vibes are.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
They're more, the White Sox old school vibes.
No, more White Sox than Yankees, but
yeah,
I like it. I like the look. That one's fisted fouled on down the first baseline. 1-2.
Yeah.
Roll for a ball.
Yeah. If it keeps doing this, I don't think they're going to start game 2.
Yeah, I would be a little surprised. 2-2 pitch. Fouled on the right field line, drifting out of play. Count remains 2-2.
I love it. Track and field kids stand out by the track and just cheer their runners on as they run by. Gotta love it.
Absolutely. And the pitch. High and inside. Full count. Full count to Qual with runners on second and third. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Pitch. Swung on. Hit to the right field.
And it's
just fair. Just fair. It's going to be an extra base hit here. You're going to score 2 runs. He's in safely at second. Score is going to be 9-5 Pequot after a 2-run double by number 5, Quayle.
Yeah, Pequot, what was it? 5-0 in the first. And Pequot has silenced Milaca since then and has just consistently scored a couple points each inning to get back into this and take the lead. Now I'm getting wet.
Yeah, it's getting a little wet out here. Qual That's a hit there for Kataska, past the third baseman. He's going to get, almost got tagged out at first, but he's safe. Took a big round of that base, and they got it back in and just about had him. But another run scores for Pequot from second base on that single, making it 10-5 on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. Here in the top half of the 7th inning, still no outs for Pequot. Runner at first, and Krieger up to bat. Pitch past the catcher, runner's going to advance to second. That was a ball, 1-0. As Kataska moves over to third base.
Nice to see the many fans with the umbrellas and ponchos out.
Yep, they're going to need them. Looks like it's going to rain for a while. And the pitch. Swung on down the third baseline, foul.
I think we need some more baseballs. Here come a couple.
There we go.
Had to tromp out to the enchanted forest for a couple baseballs.
Send some kids out there and come back with a half a dozen at least today.
Ethan Deledaden also starting to warm up.
And the pitch swung on again, fouled out of play to the right.
Straight back.
Oh, it was straight back, a little to the right, but.
Oh, some of the fans starting to leave as the water comes down.
Yeah, temperatures dropping, rain's dropping.
You get any colder, you're gonna have to hold me, Paul.
Body heat.
Oh!
No, not in time. He tried to pick him off at second base. Back in plenty of time was Kataska.
It seemed a lot faster.
It did. It looked exciting there for a second. Krieger digging in, ready for the pitch. Benjamin Mott gets a sign, checks on the runner. Still checking on the runner. And the pitch up high, ball. 3-2.
Oh, look at these ones. These ones are fast. Oh, look at these little ones.
Oh, yeah. We got some runners behind us. And a pitch.
Oh,
in there
called.
For a strike. Struck him out for the first out of the inning.
Now the drops are getting bigger.
Yeah, they are. We were ready to pack this stuff up. Well, I doubt we'll get that second game in today, folks, but if they play it, we'll call it.
You can. I'm taking my equipment and going home.
I'll just yell really loud.
Really loud for the whole internet to hear you. It's just YouTube, bro, and yourliveevent.com. That's all you got to get through.
Nice. All right, here we go. 1-0 count to Spitzka.
And there's a balk.
And a balk. He's going to move the runner over to third base.
Very rare. A balk called.
No, don't see a lot of those.
Well, they're going to say that Mott's double touched the rubber there.
And the pitch swung on, fly out to center field. That's going to be caught by the center fielder, thrown in after the tag. Not going to be in time. Kataska scores for Pequot, making it 11-5 on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard.
Morris, the catcher, up.
Two away here now in the top of the 7th. Morris up to bat facing Benjamin Mott. And the first pitch is on its way. Swung on, line drive up the middle for a base hit.
Just falls behind second base rather.
And that brings up Bowles, who had a single last at bat, has scored a run today.
Courtesy runner going out for, I believe that's Luke Lepowski.
You're right. That is Luke Lepowski. Running for Morris. And Bowles in the batter's box. Pitch over to, or the throw over to first base. Not in time for the pickoff. Mott with the pitch. High, ball one. The pitch, strike, 1-1.
Mott's having a pitch from the stretch. Does a little better pitching from the stretch than he does from the full.
And the pitch, swung on, foul ball down the left field line. 1-2 to Bowles. First baseman, wearing number 2. All right, we'll get the baseball back into the ump and ready to go again. Benjamin Mott getting the sign from the catcher. Checking the runner at first. And the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to third base, scooped up by the third baseman, toss over to first base for the out, and that ends the inning for Pequot Lakes. They do score 4 runs that inning to take an 11-5 lead on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard.
So as we head into the bottom of the 7th, 11-5, Pequot Lakes, of course, started out giving up 5 runs in the first there, and then Milaca, and then since the 3rd inning, they have been just scoring a couple rounds back. And then what happened that last inning?
Last inning, we had 4 runs for Pequot. 4 runs on 3 hits.
That was this sign. I was like, do your stats while I fill air. We are on yourliveevent.com, sir. Yes, sir. Rich Spitzka there.
Rick Spitza, one of the dads, huh?
Yep. He's he does some play-by-play for us for football.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Yep. And then he's the head baseball coach of the Pequot Lakes boys basketball team.
Gotcha.
Who, of course, made it all the way to state this year. It was pretty awesome down there, hanging out with them.
I have a son who goes to Pequot, plays football and track and field for them.
Nice.
I don't know any of these baseball coaches. I know I recognize one of the players who used to play football. Has not played football for a couple of years, playing baseball, focusing on that. All right. Up to bat here for Milaca is number 44, Hunter Overson. First pitch is battled foul for strike 1.
I like how head coach Paul for the Milaca is always a pitcher or a batter behind to get to the third base box.
Sure. Ground ball to third base, picked up and fired over first. Stretched by Gus. He's safe. He doesn't come up with the ball. I think he probably would have had him. But the ball popped out of his glove. Runner's safe at first base.
Morris, though, once again, this kid, he plays catcher so well down there backing up first base. Does not, and that's the second time he's not allowed a runner to advance off of Bowles not being able to scoop it up.
Yeah, it's a great backup job there for.
It's a good teammate.
For Morris, for sure. All right. Runner at first for Milaca. Brady Overson up to bat. First pitch. Ball 1.
I think you got to tell Blake Spitzka here, just forget about the runners. Let's worry about getting 3 outs, 3 up, 3 down here on the bat.
Exactly.
If need be, we'll get a double play over there.
Second pitch is a strike. 1-1 now to Brady Overson. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. And out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just like that, the track and field kids are gone.
They bailed whole. Oh,
Yeah.
It's empty.
They are fast.
They were literally just running a race 3 minutes ago.
We'll save the fastest ones for last, I guess.
Here's the pitch, down low. It's getting past it. Catcher lost track of the ball, bounced up in the air, and runner advances over to second base for Milaca.
Mound Visit brought to you by Ganley's Family Restaurant in Nisswa. Stop by for lunch or breakfast at Ganley's Family Food and Restaurant. Mound Visit.
There you go.
Morris goes out, tells Spitzka, listen, let's just focus on keep it low so we can have some infield practice. But let's just worry about outs, not runners.
Overson with the 2-2 count. And pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout.
Pizza Ranch strikeout. Buffet your way. Nisswa. Or no, Baxter or Little Falls. No Nisswa. There's no Pizza Ranch in Little Falls. I don't know what I'm talking about.
There is one in Little Falls, not in
Nisswa.
Yet. There should be.
Should be one in my living room.
Absolutely. And the pitch here is strike one to Johnson.
Again, that's that high one that he has consistently called a strike, though. You know what I mean?
It looks high from here, but he's calling it.
It does look high from here.
0-1 pitch. That one's a little too high for sure. Ball one. 1-1. Spitzka with the pitch. Grounded on the ground over to the shortstop. Base runner hops over the ball, flips it over to first base for the out. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hunter Overson, over at third base now. See if they can keep this game alive and get him over to score.
Kataska with a good charge there as he had to wait for Overson to jump over it. But
number 15 jutting up for bat, left-hander for Milaca. Swings and fouls it straight back.
I almost caught that one.
If your arms were about 15 feet longer, you would have caught that.
Just the 15 more feet, if only.
Spitzka with the set and the pitch. Low, just outside, ball. 1-1. To Jutton. And the pitch. Also low, 2-1. And the pitch. Swung on, back to the pitcher who picks it up, tosses it over to first base for the final out of game number 1. That does it for game 1. Pequot with the victory here today, 11-5 over the Milaca Wolves on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. Now we'll find out if we're going to get game number 2 in. The rain is not supposed to let up until much later tonight. They're discussing it right now, kind of shrugging their shoulders, sticking their hands out, feeling the rain. Think they may end up calling it they're shaking hands. Try to get word on what's going to happen here.
Yeah, we're getting out of here.
Sure looks like it.
We're getting out of here.
All right, well, that's going to do it. Just one game today.
I'm thinking so, because the umpires are saying goodbyes too. If we were playing game 2, they'd be like,
"Get ready for
game 2."
No,
So I think we're.
Oh, Milaca's going to do a lap or two, maybe. Oh,
nope, they're going to do their meeting. Yeah, so we're going to be done.
Yeah,
go ahead, run through the last stats, and then we'll get out of here.
So in that bottom of the 7th inning for Milaca, we did have Hunter Overson reach, but after that three straight outs, he ended up making it over to third base, was stranded there. So no runs, had 1 hit, and 1 left on base. So the final score here, again, 11-5 on the Schaefer's Food scoreboard. Pequot Lakes moves to 3-2. Milaca falls to 1-4 on the season in this 7AA matchup. What do you think there, Matt? Pequot looked pretty good there outside of the first inning.
You know, and it always takes, you know, especially with the weather today, it was a little colder, you know, boys had to loosen up. They had, you know, Pequot Lakes from here, I believe, is an hour, and I believe they said it was an hour and 20 minutes.
Sure, yeah.
So it's a bit of a, you know, you got to get here, you got to get stretched out. And it just took them that first inning to get stretched out, but when they did, they consistently, you know, scored a couple of points every inning, you know, and that got them their, you know, first it got them back in contention, then got them the lead, and then, of course, the insurance.
Absolutely. Milaca did threaten a couple of times later in the game, but they never came up with anything significant. No, not much of a threat after that first inning.
Yeah, Milaca doesn't really have anything to be ashamed of. I mean, they came out there, they played it, but I mean, fundamentals, you know what I mean? Right. Pequot just fundamentally had good, better pitching, better fielding, and when Milaca, you know, just didn't take advantage of that first inning, and I mean, they did, and they got 5 for it, and unfortunately, it was just 5 wasn't enough.
Nope. Nothing to be ashamed of for either of these teams here. A great win by Pequot. They should be proud. They had a couple of players really showed up today. Johnson, number 19, had a great game. Walked a couple of times. Looked like he had 4 hits. Scored 3 times. He would be my player of the game if we were going to have a player of the game today.
So that'll be the big deal player of the game, and then we'll need one more for the oil companies. Enbridge, I bring the energy player of the game.
Well, I think I'm going to, if it's up to me, I'm going to, it's a tough call here. Spitzka had a really good game pitching. Kataska, though, also great game at the plate. Scored 3 runs. Walked a couple of times, a couple of hits. Really good game for Kataska. So I think we're going to give him the player of the game.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for showing up on here, yourliveevent.com. Once again, Pequot Lakes on top of Milaca here in Milaca, 11-5. We were supposed to have a doubleheader, but the rain had started late in the 6th inning. We were able to get through the 7th. 11-5 is our final. We may make this up. I'm not sure. We'll see what it is. Tomorrow, we will be in action again, at least your boy will be, as Aiken takes on Mille Lacs tomorrow in softball. Excellent. In Isle. For Paul Learn, I'm your boy Matt Thurston. This is RNJBroadcasting.com, brought to you by Halstead, yourliveevent.com. Thank you. Remember, kids, to always put water in your ramens before